Do I have everybody's attention now?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks Wrestling and welcome to the match reaction for Friday Night Smackdown. You know what I'm saying? It happened, and obviously I didn't do the watch along. So, as per usual, if I don't do the watch along, I do the reaction. So here I am. I watched Raw, but I was watching half awake, half asleep. So my memory is a bit off. So I actually just come up with an idea. What I'm gonna do for you guys, and I'm gonna do it quick. Obviously, they have the videos on YouTube, right? On their channel. I have the AirPods on. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be listening to some of the segments, or actually all the segments as much as I can, at least from what's over there, and I can gather ideas what's being mentioned, and I'll give you my opinions on that. Because obviously, from all the reactions I've been doing, I feel like some of the things I've been saying has been either misconstrued or something. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I do remember how some of the matches went, so that's not really the biggest deal. My biggest deal is the promo. So yeah, listen, we will get through those. But before we begin, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way, go check socials. If you can share, hype, please do. And inshallah, good wherever you are. Now, I say we begin because I actually do not have much time. Let's go through the first segment. Now, the first segment, Tiffany Stratton came out. Okay? She come out, and she obviously was okay, not the time, brother. And she basically was talking about how the WWE Championship is being defended, which was defended, Jade Cargill versus Jordynne Grace. And she said, for someone that's had the top for 100 days, since I've been gone, it's been boring. She could have never been more correct than now. Yes, the title reign has been the most boring thing ever. It's almost like I called it out. Anywho, Nia Jax and Lash Legend interrupts. Now, I'm going to listen quickly to what they say. And she was saying, oh, and she was saying it was great. Okay, so she's saying it was nice to see Tiffany again. Okay, cool. And then she said she knows that it's not a liar. Okay, cool. And then they kept it. Then Lash Legend said that they keep it real. Okay. She's saying Tiffany got lucky last week, and then now I remember Tiffany was basically then responding by saying, "Oh well, it's pretty interesting that Nia Jax found a new tag partner, or she was being replaced, blah blah blah." And then Lash Legend said she's an upgrade, and then obviously Nia Jax and Lash Legend are claiming they'll win the tag team championships. Nia Jax will then win the qualifiers. And then what would happen is basically, boom. Yeah. Wait, so what did I say? I said she'd win the tag title. Yeah, they'd win the tag title. Nia Jax would win the qualifier. Yeah, then Nia Jax would win the Elimination Chamber. That's what she claimed. And what was it said by Tiffany afterwards? Did we say? Yeah, and then that shit. Then they would be saying it's Tiffy time. She was mocking Tiffany. Okay, and then and then Nia Jax said they could wait till Elimination Chamber, or why not just get rid of her now? And then what did Tiffany say then afterwards? Yeah, Tiffany now is about to respond. Bob listening. And then she said, Tiffany, you remember what I'm capable of? And then Tiffany responds, oh, what, losing title matches? I'm not gonna lie, that line, I'm not gonna lie, was that was pretty cool. That was pretty dope. Because Nia Jax reeks and she's a fraud. And then they brawl. Oh no, they didn't brawl. Rhea Ripley then pulled up and said that, calm down, none of you gonna win because I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna win retain the tag team titles. I'm not gonna Io Scott's gonna win the qualifiers on Raw. Then what would happen is they help each other until they get in the chamber match, until they get to the final two, and then fight amongst themselves to qualify, blah blah blah. Then they fight for the tag team titles. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Charlotte Flair. No, that's Charlotte Flair. Ripley, Io Sky, Lash Legend, Nia Jax. They fight. And to be honest, about if you hear noise, bear with me. It's not me. It's construction from my neighbors. Anyway, what happens is the match ends up being a double countout. They brawl. Lash Legend and Nia Jax bring tables. Nia Jax was about to do some I don't know, senton or some seating jump from the top of the turnbuckle all the way to the outside of the top of the table on Rhea Ripley. Failed attempt because I think Ripley countered. And then as Rhea Ripley and Lash Legend brawl, what then happens is Io Sky puts Nia Jax through that table, which through a suicide dive, which by the way, I mean, she didn't fully land on that table, but the table somehow did break. And then guess what? Mrs. Rhea Ripley gets absolutely obliterated by Lash Legend through the barricade. So it is what it is. You get what I mean? It is what it is. So yeah, match over, brawl happened, blah 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 blah. Then what happened afterwards? Then what happened was, Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov are supposed to face off. They're supposed to be facing off, but Solo Sikoa interrupts because he's like, I've seen this title match before. It's our time now. So he interrupts and he's like, back of the line, starts with me. You know. And then obviously, what did Dragunov then tell Solo? I know Carmelo Hayes said that, I was supposed to fight for this championship gold, but it'd be good to have both titles on my waist. And then Solo's bucket, I swear to God. So I was like, hey, having both titles, it'll be good to have both titles on my waist. He's like, shut your damn ass up. You know what I mean? I love, hey, Solo is hilarious. I'm sorry. Blood is hilarious. That guy, I can get more of that. And then obviously, MFT is attacking bloody, Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov. And then you had Matt Cardona, Apollo Crews, which, by the way, Carmelo Hayes was backstage with them. And he didn't mind giving them an opportunity. But the U.S. Open Challenge was closed because it was supposed to be Carmelo versus Dragunov. And then, obviously, it was interrupted by MFTs. Obviously, then you have The Miz interrupting. And, at this rate, Miz was like, MIZ stands for, what was it? Master? What was it? Master something? Zoned in. I forgot what I forgot what it was. But Miz said something, and then Zack Ryder's like, that's 4. Zoned in is 2 words. Whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, Miz got rattled by Carmelo Hayes, Matt Cardona, and Apollo Crews. Put it that way. And to be honest, like I said, the sooner Miz retires, the better. You know what I'm saying? Now, as for the match with Carmelo Hayes and Carmelo Hayes, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dragunov, Matt Cardona, and Apollo Crews, they face MFTs 5-on-5, thanks to Nick Aldis and the brawl. MFTs won. I wasn't really impressed with the match, I'll be real. But not entertaining enough for me. All I'll say though is it's interesting how Tama Tonga got the pin on Carmelo Hayes. Does that mean he's going to be next in line for the United States Championship? And does that mean the tag team titles will then go to JC Mateo and Tala Tonga or Tonga Loa? I'm pretty sure that's what it is anyway. So probably you'll get, Tama Tonga going after the United States Championship eventually. That's what I'm seeing and gathering out of that pinfall. Next. Kit Wilson. Now, I have to say, he's a very, very funny guy. Guys, he is a very, very funny guy. And I say he's funny with this new character. And his theme music is pretty cool. But you know what? I'm not going to lie. I can't hold myself. The guy is also cringe. He's also pretty cringe. But this was funny. And I'll tell you why this was funny. So he said, what was it? Raw is red, SmackDown is blue. What was it? Grown men expresses themselves unlike what was it? Unlike you, or something like that. And then they all laughed at that joke because they thought it was pathetic. And then R-Truth had his own. What did R-Truth say again? Now I need to go back to that because it was jokes. Yeah, this was jokes. I'm gonna go back to this. This is one I have to go back to. Let's listen. And then this. So and he was not happy about the Oba Femi stuff, which we will get to after this. So he wants to weaponize with a poem. Okay, go on. All right, so can you please read the poem, please? Read the poem. Monday Night Raw is red. SmackDown is blue. Real men express feelings unlike you. That's what he said. And they laughed. Then what did he say? He said, "You old meathead, your leadership obnoxious. Wake up, Nick. You are toxic." So that's what he says to Nick Aldis. Okay. You know how pathetic that sounds? And he's like, "Of course, dude, last." And he's like, "You lack emotional intelligence." Okay, cool. Okay, cringe. Next. And then R-Truth has his own poem. The Empress allowed him to say the poem. Go on. Vows blue, roses are red. Okay. I'll see last week when Oba put kid on his head. Oh, and they laughed. Okay. Say, real man. He said, "Dog, you can't even go." Uh-oh. I think you lost your manhood. Because I see a camel toe, and he looked at that down there. Yep. They see R-Truth. I'm not going to lie, R-Truth. What a funny guy. What a funny guy. Funny guy. Funny guy. I can't lie. It's funny. It is pretty funny. You know, R-Truth, what he said. But let's go towards what he said to Obafemi. Because he went backstage later on the show, which, by the way, I don't like how Obafemi's put in the spot. Let's say that from now. I don't like how Obafemi's put in the spot. And this is when Obafemi is talking with Nick Aldis about him potentially signing for SmackDown. But anyway, and Nick Aldis was not happy about the interruption, by the way. Anyway, and Nick Aldis wanted to read a poem about Obafemi because obviously he wanted to expose Kate Wilson. So what's he reading? Oh, let's hear this. I'm gonna read it too. Or listen, I'm gonna listen and say it to you guys. I go on, Nick. Roses are red, but I don't give a damn. You may be big and strong, but really, you're a secure little man. Okay. Your actions are toxic. It's plain to see. You're no match for a real man. A real man, like me, it means to Kit Wilson, okay? You march and you stomp to every tower. No, okay, town. They're laughing at you. You sad little clown. So he thinks that Obafemi is a sad clown and people laugh at him despite stomping and aura farming himself and all that stuff. And Obafemi is like, how about we prove it in the ring next week? So it's happening next week. Now, what I don't like about this is Obafemi should be doing better things for the type of guy that he's portrayed to being. That's my problem. So, sorry. Nope. Not for me. Not for me. It really is not for me. Let's say how it is. It really isn't. It's not good enough. And if any of you think this is good enough for Obafemi, you're crazy. You're actually crazy. Now, let's talk about other stuff, right? So next, what was next? We had Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Julia qualifiers. Alexa Bliss won. Okay, not bad. Alexa Bliss, actually, never mind. It was actually mid. I mean, Zelina Vega. Actually, no, who was it? Not even Charlotte. It was, Alexa Bliss, Julia Zelina Vega. I'm very sorry. Which, by the way, Aleister Black cut a promo about Randy Orton. I have a weird feeling they're going to have Randy Orton versus Aleister Black at WrestleMania. I would not be shocked based on what happened on SmackDown. I could be wrong, but hey, that's a very interesting development there. You know, and if that happens, I'll be intrigued to see if Aleister Black gets the dub or doesn't, and if he gets any follow-up from that or not. Now, Bliss, Zelina, Julia. Bliss wins. Not really the greatest match. We move. Charlotte acting like Miss Bestie, giving Valentine gifts to her. I mean, whatever. Trick Williams versus Rey Fenix. I mean, Sami Zayn was hoping Rey Fenix beat him. And Trick Williams actually interrupted that backstage segment with his theme music, and everybody was going crazy. By the way, that Texas crowd was amazing. Credit where is due to that Texas crowd, man. Credit where is due. I thought the Texas crowd was very good today or yesterday. Now, let's talk about Trick Williams' promo on Sami Zayn. Man said, man, he doesn't get the job done. Breath stinks, has long hair, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, like, nobody cares. Get back to the line. Long story short, I'm not going to listen because I'm wasting time. 14 minutes, 15 minutes now of a long video. And then obviously has a match with Ray Phoenix, decent match. Trick Williams get the dubs. And then we have Jade Cargill against Jordan Grace for the what was it? You women's WWE Championship. Now I have to admit, guys, let's be honest. The match was not bad. I know people are gonna clown Jade Cargill, so am I usually. In this case, I thought Jade Cargill held her own with Jordan Grace. So credit where it's due. I will also say I actually like the little detail of the Liv Morgan and Dominic date. Yeah, in which they demonstrated the chicken tendies. For those who don't know what I'm on about this. W chicken tendies, man. They demonstrated that in their little date watching the match as a representation for Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Obviously, Jade Cargill being shameless, taking a tendy off Liv Morgan. It is what it is. But yeah, Liv Morgan winning with one arm, that's a bit odd. But other than that, I thought the match was pretty decent, not gonna lie. Now, let's move on from that because I do not want to waste more time. The main event. Now, main event, I have to say Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, Sami Zayn, top match. Top match. And by the way, Drew McIntyre's segment before the match, he was basically talking about how he doesn't want Cody to win. And he said if Jacob Fatu wins the chamber, which he fits, by the way, because he's been in jail cells. I don't know how true that is, but the way he looks, may as well be. He actually hoped that Sami, he said he would destroy Fatu. And then with Sami Zayn, he was about to say something, and then Sami Zayn was there, and Drew was like, you know what, you're a good guy, so I hope you beat both of them, basically. And Sami Zayn was shook. He was like, what? He was shocked. He was like, what the no, ain't no way. But then obviously he goes in the entrance, and they all do their entrance. They have the match. Top match, by the way. And then obviously, as who was it? Was it Jacob Fatu that were about to get the W on Sami Zayn, I think? Drew McIntyre said, screw this, I'm Claymoring your ass. So he Claymores him. And then he attacked Cody Rhodes, but actually, he doesn't really attack Cody Rhodes. He actually attacks Fatu, and then Cody attacks Drew, but then obviously Drew gets the better of Cody. Continues to attack Fatu. Yeah, then attacks Cody. Tries to get Sami with Claymore, etc. And then tries to get Sami to pin Cody, but fails. And Drew is shocked. Drew's like, oh, I thought I got the job done. Nope. So Drew attacks Cody, but fails because Sami Zayn decided, let me butt my head in a business I shouldn't be butting in when it comes to Drew and Cody. Try to attempt to haluva kick Cody, fails, hits Drew. Cody hits Crossroads, 1, 2, 3, and Cody has qualified to the Elimination Chamber match, which not really too shocked, but the whole circumstance of the fact that Cody faced Jacob Fatu made the whole thing unpredictable, especially with what I'm expecting to happen at Mania. So it'll be an interesting turn of events what happens with Drew McIntyre and who he faces out of the chamber. You would expect it to be Cody Rhodes winning the chamber match now. Let's not lie. You would expect that unless something mad happened. And I would expect Jacob Fatu to face Drew McIntyre at the Elimination Chamber. Now, my question is, does this lead to one-on-one Cody Drew at Mania, or does this lead to Fatu, Cody, and Drew at Mania? That's something you have to let me know in the comment section down below. As for the show, the Tiffany Nia Jax segment, I mean, Tiffany wasn't wrong about the things that she said. Let's not lie, guys. About Jade Cargill, about Nia Jax, she ain't lying. That's one thing. Rhea Ripley being involved in the segment saying she'll win the chamber. I mean, that's just to add a little spice to the segment, but not like I cared. The brawl with the tag team championships. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I get why they did that, because they want to preserve that for a future feud down the line. Maybe they do multi-woman match and they want to make these women look strong. So who knows? What else can we talk about? Kit Wilson stuff. Again, embarrassing that Obafemi's involved. Damian Priest, he's going to be fighting Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes for the qualifiers. I expect Trick Williams to qualify, I can't lie, even though, don't get it twisted, I think Damian Priest and Carmelo Hayes are good in their own right, but Priest can do with some character change. And Carmelo Hayes has the U.S. Championship, so it is Trick Williams, I think, will qualify. As for the women, I mean, what was it? It was Nia Jax, Charlotte, and I forgot who's the other woman. I forgot the other woman. So, yeah, that is my general thoughts on that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, listen, guys, that's that for Elimination Chamber. And then what other segment did we have? The MFT stuff, the match I wasn't a fan of, but I don't mind the finish. The segment was funny though. The Cargill stuff with Grace, I didn't mind, but the ending was a bit iffy. Can't lie, like a little logic gap there. The way she won with the one arm doing that was mad. Made Jordan Grace look a little weak. The main event was good enough. It was good enough for me. So, you know what? Am I missing anything else? I don't think I'm missing anything else. Could be missing something. If I am, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna give the rating for this SmackDown 3.5. 3.5. I think they could have done a bit better with certain segments here and there. So and matches. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But yeah, guys, until then, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way, go check socials, and hopefully you're good wherever you are. I'm gonna end. Take care. Peace.